Hey, it's Stacy with Anxiety Detox. I hope you're having a great week, and you may have noticed it in the headline of the newsletter, but let me say this for you out loud. You are not broken. So if you're feeling a lot of anxiety, you may feel that you're broken, and we start to question ourselves and question what's wrong with our minds and what's wrong with our bodies. But anxiety is a natural function of your body and your mind. The real purpose of anxiety is to keep you safe. The real purpose of anxiety is to give you a warning that something isn't right, something needs your attention. So when we think of it in that way, it kind of helps us start from a solution-focused process, right? So instead of thinking about, wow, something's wrong with me, I must be broken, I must be, going crazy. If we think of it from that other perspective, it gives us a different solution-focused perspective. So that's the first thing. Then I wanted to talk to you about an anxiety diagnosis. So if you have anxiety from time to time, then you are just like, welcome to the club, right? Nobody thinks that that's special or different. But if you have anxiety all the time and it's preventing you from living your life, you may go to a doctor and they may give you an anxiety diagnosis. Well, the truth about a diagnosis is it isn't a description of who you are. It's a description of the symptoms that you have. Okay? So this is a really important distinction. So if you have a label of anxiety, you may feel like this is something that you were born with, that you're always going to be, whatever it is that we do when we hear a label, there's something in our brain that kind of clicks into, okay, this is the box I fit into, this is the category that I belong to. And so sometimes getting that diagnosis of anxiety keeps us stuck longer than we need to be, when really that diagnosis is just a description of your symptoms. Got it? All right. So the last thing I want to tell you is that curiosity is your biggest ally. So if we know that anxiety serves a purpose, and we know that we are not our diagnosis, then we can use those sensations of anxiety to help us become more curious. When you start to feel anxious, you can pause and say, okay, what is this about? Where is this coming from? If it's coming from stressors in your environment, then you can look at the stressors and think about, what can I do next? But if it's coming from a deep trauma that you've experienced, where now your body is trying to keep you safe a lot because of a moment where you weren't safe, then what do you need to do to overcome that trauma? And so maybe you need to talk to somebody. Maybe you need to go through a therapeutic process. But in any case, curiosity is really your best ally when you're dealing with anxiety. So going to get a label and then sticking it on yourself like a badge that you can't take off will not serve you. But using this as a springboard for, what do I do next? What does this mean? Where is this coming from? Can put you into a better spot and actually start you on the path of healing. I hope that helps you. I hope that serves. As always, I love your questions and comments, so reply to this email and send them to me, and I will be happy to respond. Take care, and I'll see you next Thursday.